The worst comedies of all time. The realm of comedy is expansive and diverse, providing amusement and joy to people around the globe. Yet, not every effort to be funny succeeds. From awkward storylines to humor that falls flat, these works highlight the difficulties in crafting effective comedy. Embark with us on an exploration of comedic blunders, delving into the films that have made audiences cringe rather than laugh. 50. White Chicks. Two disgraced FBI agents go way undercover in an effort to protect hotel heiresses the Wilson sisters from a kidnapping plot. 49. I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. Two straight, single Brooklyn firefighters pretend to be a gay couple in order to receive domestic partner benefits. 48. Evan Almighty. God contacts Congressman Evan Baxter and tells him to build an ark in preparation for a great flood. 47. Freddy Got Fingered. An unemployed cartoonist moves back in with his parents and younger brother Freddy. When his parents demand he leave, he begins to spread rumors that his father is sexually abusing Freddy. It won 5 Golden Raspberry Awards: Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Tom Green; Worst Director, Tom Green; Worst Screenplay, Tom Green; and Worst Screen Couple. 46. Zoolander 2. Derek and Hansel are lured into modeling again, in Rome, where they find themselves the target of a sinister conspiracy. 45. Meet Dave. A crew of miniature aliens operate a spaceship that has a human form. While trying to save their planet, the aliens encounter a new problem as their ship becomes smitten with an Earth woman. 44. Sex Tape. A married couple wake up to discover that the sex tape they made the evening before has gone missing, leading to a frantic search for its whereabouts. 43. Little Nicky. After 2 of the devil's 3 sons escape hell to wreak havoc on Earth, the devil must send his 3rd son, the mild-mannered Nicky, to bring them back before it's too late. 42. Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps. Scientist Sherman Klump's inventions, his upcoming marriage to his pretty colleague Denise Gaines, and his reputation are threatened by his evil clone Buddy Love. 41. Cop Out. Jimmy's rare baseball card is robbed. Since it's his only hope to pay for his daughter's upcoming wedding, he recruits his cop partner Paul to track down the robber, a memorabilia-obsessed gangster. 40. Tooth Fairy. A bad deed on the part of a tough minor league hockey player results in an unusual sentence: he must serve 1 week as a real-life tooth fairy. 39. Dudley Do-Right. The inept Canadian Mountie Dudley Do-Right chases after villain Snidely Whiplash and woos girlfriend Nell Fenwick. 38. Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2. After 6 years of keeping our mall safe, Paul Blart has earned a well-deserved vacation. He heads to Las Vegas with his teenage daughter before she heads off to college. But safety never takes a holiday, and when duty calls, Blart answers. 37. Doolittle. A physician who can talk to animals embarks on an adventure to find a legendary island with a young apprentice and a crew of strange pets. 36. Click. A workaholic architect finds a universal remote that allows him to fast forward and rewind to different parts of his life. Complications arise when the remote starts to overrule his choices. 35. My Boss's Daughter. After a man is asked to house sit for his boss, he becomes determined to get closer to the boss's daughter, but events keep unfolding that stop him from achieving his goal. 34. The Happy Time Murders. When the puppet cast of a 90s children's TV show begin to get murdered one by one, a disgraced LAPD detective-turned-private eye puppet takes on the case. 33. A Medea Christmas. Medea dispenses her unique form of holiday spirit on a rural town when she's coaxed into helping a friend pay her daughter a surprise visit in the country for Christmas. The film was nominated for 6 Razzies but only 1 Worst Actress. 32. Grown Ups 2. After moving his family back to his hometown to be with his friends and their kids, Lenny finds out that between old bullies, new bullies, schizo bus drivers, drunk cops on skis, and 400 costume party crashers, sometimes crazy follows you. 31. Cop and a Half. After witnessing a murder, a young boy named Devin refuses to testify unless he is given the chance to be a policeman. 30. Dirty Love. A jilted photographer goes on a mission to get back at her philandering model boyfriend and along the way discovers that not all love is created equal. It won 3 Razzies: Worst Picture, Worst Actress, Jenny McCarthy, and Worst Director, John Asher. 29. Stop! Or My Mom Will Shoot. A tough police sergeant's overbearing mother comes to visit him and begins to meddle in his life and career. Sylvester Stallone has stated that Stop! Or My Mom Will Shoot was the worst film he had ever starred in. 28. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. In the future, a man struggles to keep his lunar nightclub out of the hands of the mafia. 27. Scary Movie 5. A couple begin to experience some unusual activity after bringing their lost nieces and nephew home. With the help of home surveillance cameras, they learn they're being stalked by a nefarious demon. 26. Norbit. A mild-mannered guy, who is married to a monstrous woman, meets the woman of his dreams and schemes to find a way to be with her. 25. The Ridiculous Six. An outlaw who was raised by Native Americans discovers that he has 5 half-brothers. Together the men go on a mission to find their wayward, deadbeat dad. 24. An Alan Smithee film, Burn Hollywood Burn. When a rookie filmmaker with the unfortunate name Alan Smithee realizes he's an unwitting studio puppet, being forced to make a big-budget action movie he knows is horrible, he steals the master reels and tries to make a deal. 23. Little Man. A wannabe dad mistakes a vertically challenged criminal on the lam for his newly adopted son. 22. Year One. After being banished from their tribe, 2 hunter-gatherers encounter biblical characters and eventually wind up in the city of Sodom. 21. Boo 2. A Madea Halloween. Madea, Bam, and Hattie venture to a haunted campground and the group must run for their lives when monsters, goblins, and the boogeyman are unleashed. 20. Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo. The film was nominated for 5 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture, Worst Screenplay, Worst Remake or Sequel and Worst Screen Couple, Rob Schneider and His Diapers, with Schneider winning Worst Actor. 19. Movie 43. A series of interconnected short films follows a washed-up producer as he pitches insane storylines featuring some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. 18. It's Pat the Movie. The comedic misadventures of a person of indeterminate gender. 17. That's My Boy. While in his teens, Donnie fathered a son, Todd, and raised him as a single parent until Todd's 18th birthday. Now Donnie resurfaces just before Todd's wedding after years apart, sending the groom-to-be's world crashing down. The film was nominated for 7 Razzies and won 2, Worst Actor, Adam Sandler, and Worst Screenplay. 16. All About Steve. Convinced that a CCN cameraman is her true love, an eccentric crossword puzzler trails him as he travels all over the country, hoping to convince him that they belong together. 15. Dumb and Dumberer When Harry Met Lloyd. Set back in the 80s when Harry met Lloyd in high school where they crossed paths with a mean principal and a bunch of other outcasts much like themselves. 14. 50 Shades of Black. An inexperienced college student meets a wealthy businessman whose sexual practices put a strain on their relationship. 13. Good Morning. Follows London Clash, a movie star whose world is turned upside down when he must choose between pursuing his one true love and landing a life-changing, starring role in a major motion picture. 12. Holmes and Watson. A humorous take on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's classic mysteries featuring Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Holmes and Watson won 4 Golden Raspberry Awards, Worst Picture, Worst Director, Adam Cohen, Worst Actor, Will Ferrell, and Worst Supporting Actor, John C. Reilly. 11. Leonard Part 6. Secret Agent Leonard Parker, Bill Cosby, is called out of retirement to save the world from evil genius Medusa Johnson, Gloria Foster. 10. Geely. Larry Geely is assigned by a crime boss to kidnap the brother of a prominent district attorney. A beautiful woman known only as Ricky is sent to stay with him to make sure he doesn't mess up the job. It won 6 Razzies, Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Ben Affleck, Worst Actress, Jennifer Lopez, Worst Screen Couple, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, Worst Director, Martin Brest, and Worst Screenplay, Martin Brest. 9. The Love Guru. Pitka, an American raised outside of his country by gurus, returns to the States in order to break into the self-help business. His first challenge is to settle the romantic troubles and subsequent professional skit of a star hockey player whose wife left him for a rival athlete. It won 3 Razzies: Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Mike Myers, and Worst Screenplay, Mike Myers and Graham Gordy. 8. The Hottie and the Knot Tie. A woman agrees to go on a date with a man only if he finds a suitor for her unattractive best friend. Paris Hilton won the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actress, one of 3 Razzies she received at the 29th Golden Raspberry Awards. She also won Worst Screen Couple and Worst Supporting Actress for Repo. The Genetic Opera. 7. Date Movie. Spoof of romantic comedies which focuses on a man, his crush, his parents, and her father. 6. Saving Christmas. His annual Christmas party faltering thanks to his cynical brother-in-law, former Growing Pains star Kirk Cameron attempts to save the day by showing him that Jesus Christ remains a crucial component of the over-commercialized holiday. It won 4 Razzies: Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Kirk Cameron, Worst Screenplay, and Worst Screen Combo, Kirk Cameron and His Ego. 5. The Emoji Movie. Gene, a multi-expressional emoji, sets out on a journey to become a normal emoji. It won 4 Razzies: Worst Picture, Worst Director, Tony Leon Dis, Worst Screen Combo, Any Two Obnoxious Emojis, and Worst Screenplay, Tony Leon Dis, Eric Siegel, and Mike White. 4. Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. A group of smart-talking toddlers find themselves at the center of a media mogul's experiment to crack the code to baby talk. The toddlers must race against time for the sake of babies everywhere. 3. Son of the Mask. Tim Avery, an aspiring cartoonist, finds himself in a predicament when his dog stumbles upon the mask of Loki. Then, after conceiving an infant son born of the mask, he discovers just how loony child raising can be. 2. Epic Movie. 4 orphans are on an epic adventure. A spoof on epic movies, The Da Vinci Code, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, The Witch, and the Wardrobe, and more. 1. Jack and Jill. Family Guy, Jack Saddlestein, prepares for the annual event. He always dreads the Thanksgiving visit of his fraternal twin sister, the needy and passive-aggressive Jill, who then refuses to leave. Jack and Jill won a total of 10 Razzies in 2012.